You are listening to chartingwealth.com for Monday, the 19th of September, 2016. It's great to be back with you. If you haven't already listened to our weekly review and forecast, you need to do that immediately following this forecast. This review. Lots of things going on over the course of this next week. Lots of important things have been happening in the marketplace. Let's jump right in with the 10 minutes we have for you. IYY, which of course is the iShares Dow Jones U.S. Total Market Index Fund. It tracks the entire market, which crossed over going down back on the 24th of August, then slipped sideways for a while and then started trundling down big time on Friday the 9th on that two-day candle, and then of course jumped over, continuing down on on the two-day candle ending on the 13th, Tuesday of September, and then a little bit of a recovery on those candles on the 15th, and then again on the first day of the two-day candle on Friday the 16th. Where are we currently? Well, the derivative oscillator continues to move down. We're in a confirmed down move on the two-day chart. We are also in a confirmed down move on the weekly chart. And we had a very interesting thing occur. Whenever you see this happening, pay close attention. When you have a weekly trend line and you have the two-day trend line cross over, either going down or up, in this case going down, that is a huge time to look for an entry point. Again, we are currently in a confirmed down move on the weekly chart and on the two-day chart. Now, if we go and take a look on the 4-hour chart, what do we see as far as opportunities go? Well, we have a confirmed backup going on at this point. Actually, in the afternoon on Friday the 16th, there was a crossover going up on the 4-hour chart. The derivative oscillator actually moved over in the morning going up. So what are you looking for at this point? Well, if we stay with the standard way that we teach, we're now in a confirmed up move. This is the backup, and then we will wait for there to be a move over going down again, which would be a great potential entry point for a virtual trade. Now, again, we're not a stock calling service. We're an education firm. We want you to practice with us. Then when you get good enough, you can make your own decisions. So again, we are currently waiting for this backup to end, so there is a potential to get into a down move. Now, let's continue to move along through our indexes and then jump into gold. What do we see going on next? We're going to look at the S&P 500, SPY. It too is in a confirmed down move since it rotated over going down on the 24th of August, and lots of down movement over the last few candles. Again, on the candle that started forming on Friday the 19th, the first day of the two-day candle. What do we see going on? We have a nice trend line. Again, we had that crossover on the S&P 500 on the two-day trend ending on the 13th, that two-day candle. We had a crossover on the weekly chart. We're in a confirmed down move. Let's take a look at what's going on with the 4-hour chart. Again, haven't had that pullback yet. Those of you who like to use the pullbacks that you can find as far as the Heiken Ashi candlesticks go, that is when they move in the opposite direction. There was a potential entry point back on the afternoon. Well, the pullback was back on Monday the 12th. There was another one that happened on Thursday the 15th. And then, of course, we saw more downtrending. We haven't had an official pullback as far as the MACD goes. So that is where we stand. Again, waiting for a pullback for those of you who want to do it the traditional way, where we wait for a crossover going in the opposite direction on the MACD on our 4-hour chart, and then once it moves back in the direction of the big chart, the two-day chart, it's your time to jump in. Now, let's continue to push through. And those of you who want to know more about what we're talking about, please make sure to sign up first for our newsletter, and we will send you our How to Read a Stock Chart video link, which is what you need to get a good understanding. Also, we want you to listen to Inverse ETFs, How to Make Money When Markets Crash. That will help you understand when we talk about getting into down moving markets, that there are things like QQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. There are also QID, which is an inverse fund that actually goes up when the NASDAQ 100 or the Qs goes down. That gets a little more sophisticated, not difficult to understand, but you can make money when the market's going up or down if you can read a chart. We want you to practice virtually with us, and then once you get good enough, you can make your own decisions. What do we see going on right now as far as the Qs goes? Well, the two-day candle ending on Thursday the 15th was up, moving through the two-day trend line. We see the movement on that candle ending on the 15th, Thursday, moving up. We also saw the first day of the two-day candle on the 16th with even stronger up movement. So we've breached our two-day trend line. However, we do not yet have a confirmed crossover going up on the MACD. The derivative oscillators lost some energy. This is indeed a pullback. We don't have anything to confirm any kind of anything to confirm the up movement as far as our MACD goes. So in a bit of a hold there, when we look at what's going on our 4-hour chart, we can see where that 4-hour chart crossed through the two-day trend line, again, right there on the 15th. And we'll just have to wait until we have some MACD confirmation, or we see the market rotate over and start to move down again. Now, lastly, before we run out of time, let's go to gold. We're going to take a look on the two-day chart, see what's going on with gold. Gold's in a confirmed down move. We have a nice 3-candle trend line in gold. Gold crossed over going down all the way back on the 8th of August. I think I've been saying October a couple of times throughout this broadcast. Excuse me. The 8th of August. And what do we see going on? Well, it moved down for quite a while, bumped up, then rotated over, going back down again. We're in a confirmed down move in gold. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart in gold. And what do we see? Well, we don't have a pullback at this point. Of course, there was a nice crossover going down that moved back over after the pullback in our direction on the afternoon of Monday the 12th, which would have been a good entry point for that down movement, still below the two-day trend line, waiting for another pullback in gold. Has not happened yet. It did, however, as you can see, happen starting on the 2nd of September, moving up and then crossing back over, going down on the 12th of September. Good entry point right there to have made nice money in an inverse move in gold. That is where we are as the markets closed on Friday the 16th. As we go into Monday the 19th, again, be sure to listen to our weekly review and forecast. Also, you want to help us out, go to iTunes, subscribe to our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, say something nice about us. We'd so appreciate that. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, we hit 1,000 subscribers. We'll be able to start providing you with proprietary broadcasts. We know thousands listen every week. We appreciate you being one of them. God bless. Take care from chartingwealth.com.